is Madhura. Welcome to madhurasrecipe.com. Today we will see how to prepare Puran Poli. I think Puran Poli needs no introduction. This is one of the most popular Maharashtrian festive dessert. This is one of the most awaited recipe on my website. So let's do it. Now the first step in making Puran Poli is soaking and boiling of this chana dal. Here I am using a cup of split chana dal which I have washed really well and soaked in enough water for 4 hours. Now add this washed and soaked dal directly into a pressure cooker. We're gonna boil this into a pressure cooker. And now this soaking of chana dal is really a very important step, because for this particular recipe we want this chana dal to be overcooked or little bit on mushier side. So make sure to soak this dal for at least minimum 4 hours. Now in this soaked chana dal, I'm gonna add just a cup of water. Now just cover it up and cook this until 3 whistles. Alright, I have boiled this chana dal until 3 whistles and it looks done. All the pressure has also gone. Let's check it. And you can see this dal is boiled properly. It has become mushy and very soft. And also you can see there is no any excess leftover water in it. And now just take a potato masher and try to mash this up. Just like that. Well, now here I have mashed this dal really well and transferred this into a non-stick pan. Now start gas heat over medium heat, and to this dal here I am gonna add a cup of jaggery or gur. Now for this recipe we need to make use of light jaggery. If you make use of dark jaggery, this puran will get a dark brown color and it will become little sticky and juicy. Just to avoid that, here I am gonna make use of this light jaggery. Add this. Add all jaggery and mix this well with this dal. After we cook this over medium heat for 3 to 4 minutes, you can see this jaggery has started to melt down and this mixture has become little bit juicy. Now we need to cook this further right till the time this mixture become little bit thick and it start to leave the sides of this pan. Now you can see I have cooked this puran over medium heat for just about 5 minutes and you can see it has become thick and it has started to leave the sides of pan. Now this is the point, we need to turn off the gas heat, and to that I'm gonna add some cardamom powder and also a dash of some nutmeg powder. This nutmeg powder adds really nice flavor in this dish. This is a kind of must for puran. And this is what it makes you sleepy after having this delightful meal. I'll just mix this up. This puran has cooled down completely. Now next thing we need to do is strain this or blend this out. Now traditionally in Maharashtra we make use of some puran yantra to strain or blend this puran. Puran yantra is a kind of a manual or hand blender in which we have to add some puran and just rotate it, which helps to strain or blend this puran really well. If you have that puran yantra available, you can make use of that, but if that is not available, then one thing that you could do is blend this into a blender, or if you have a food processor you can just make use of food processor. Or if you don't have available either blender, food processor or puran yantra, simply we can do is take any strainer like this, take a spoonful of this puran and just try to strain this out using spatula or spoon and just press it using spoon, just like this. Just try to press it using spoon, and you can see this fine puran at the bottom, and also you can see some small lumps of jaggery. This is for we want to strain this out. We don't want any lumps in this puran. It should be really very fine. Just scrape it down. Well, now I have strained out all this puran. Now it is quite time consuming to strain this using strainer, but I found this straining this puran in this way gives it really nice authentic texture. If you want, you can always make use of blender or food processor. Now you can see the texture of this puran. This puran has turned really very soft. There is not any single piece of this dal or this jaggery or good. You can see this puran is really very soft. We will start to make dough for this puran pori. For this, here I have taken half cup of all-purpose flour or maida. To that, add in a cup of whole wheat flour. If you want, you could also make use of only whole wheat flour, but this maida helps to make little soft rotis, or sorry, puran pori. Add in some salt and also add in some oil, and first mix this together. And once we combine this oil well with this dry flour, now next add water and start to knead the dough. Well, now this dough is almost ready. Now you can see this is pretty loose and soft dough. This is quite sticky. Now just add a few drops of water so that it will not stick to hands. Just a few drops. That should be enough. And again knead this for just about a minute or so. Now this dough for puran pori has to be little bit on soft or loose side, so that when we roll this puran pori with stuffing in it, it becomes very easy to roll it, and at the same time stuffing does not come out, and this puran pori turns out really very soft. And well, now this dough to make puran pori is ready. Now you can see this is very loose and soft dough. This is the consistency that we are looking for. And leave this dough to rest for at least 1 hour. Now this coating for this puran pori is also most important part. So you have to be really careful while kneading this dough and make sure you leave it to rest for at least 1 hour. Well, our puran is ready. This dough is also sitting for 1 hour. Now let's start to make puran pori. Now before we start, again take about a teaspoon of oil, and again knead this dough for just about a minute or so to make it smooth and soft. Take generous amount of oil so that this dough will not stick to your hands. And it looks done. Now just take a small ball from this dough. Coat this dough with dry flour. I am using whole wheat flour, and just roll it. First try to roll it like small puri, and while we roll our puran puri, make sure to heat up skillet over medium to high heat. Now to make this traditional or authentic puran pori, here I have my authentic skillet or this tawa. This is not a non-stick one, this is a typical aluminum one. Now I am gonna heat up this over medium to high heat and continue making this puran pori. And after we roll it like puri, now also take a small ball of this puran. Now if you want, you can stuff more puran, but Maharashtrian puran pori is little bit on thinner side. If you want it thick puran pori, you can make it. And now seal its edges just like that. And try to squeeze out this excess dough. Again dust some dry flour. If you want, you could also make use of some rolling pin. And well, now here I have rolled this puran poi. You can also see the small traces of puran. It should be even from all the sides. Now this is ready to go over skillet. Now here skillet is also enough hot. Now gently place this puran poi. And cook this till the time you see small bubbles start to appear on the top of this. Well, it looks perfect. Now gently flip this over. You have to be very careful. Just like this. And roast it from other side as well. Wow, you can see how nicely it is getting puffed up. Awesome. Now I'm gonna apply some ghee. Ghee is a must for puran poi. Just flip this. And also apply some ghee on the other side. If you want, you could also make use of butter. Wow, this is puffing up really nice. Roast it from other side as well. And now this puran poi is ready. Just take this out. You can see it looks so tasty, and this is so flavorful. And you can see these traces of puran. Awesome. This is very well roasted from both the sides. Wow. This puran poi is so good. Serve this hot with a dollop of ghee over it. It goes really well with katachi amti. This is a special kind of amti or dal that we serve along with this puran poi. I'm gonna post recipe for it very soon. And also it tastes good with just some plain milk or even just as it is. I hope you have enjoyed watching today's session. For such and more exciting recipes, please visit madhurajrecipe.com, developing a new taste. See you soon. Bye bye.